Good morning, everyone. We got a weekend snowstorm that's expected to bring some snow and some rain and some strong winds. I think especially to like New York.
And very southern parts of Vermont.
Southern Vermont.
Yeah. I think for our area, Montpelier area, it shows 0 to trace at the moment.
Wasn't that nice?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Really? I mean, come on, Mother Nature. Do you?
But but that could mean we get 2 feet.
Yeah, of course. You don't know.
You never know.
You never know. I was thinking yesterday, I'm like, I don't know if I can remember. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there was a year. I don't know. But I don't know if I can remember a winter where it's been like this for so long. I mean, it's like hard frozen tundra out there, Raylene.
Well, finally frozen and not soggy, wet, mushy, gross.
Yes.
But it's right back to clouds and dreary today.
Yep,
I
see that.
One day of sunshine. That's all we got.
Yep. Roger Hill saying 34 for the daytime high. We've got clouds tonight and 25 tomorrow. Thursday, some scattered snow showers during the morning. And then partly to mostly cloudy skies for the afternoon. Highs tomorrow. About 31, but temps are supposed to be falling. And chance of snow at about 40%. But again, nothing that's really measurable here. Then we're back to the abundant sunshine for Friday. So
yeah.
Well, we're watching it. Obviously, I mean, we're watching what's going on with Mother Nature, and at the very least, we'll post up pictures of New York getting nailed by
getting
this storm.
slammed.
Yeah. You got the Aired Out podcast at Fly on the Wall Productions on Facebook and YouTube. We are live this morning, live every morning, and it's streamed everywhere you get your podcasts on the web at airedoutvt.com. Let's start out this morning by saying happy Wednesday, happy Hump Day. It is Ladies' Day over at Vermont Quick Lube.
Yes, it is.
One of our sponsors.
All day today.
I was just over there not long ago. Got the oil change. Got the I don't know what they did. But they all new.
Well, and that's what the ladies can do today. Go over there and get all lubed up.
Yeah.
And then the guys are gonna give them a carnation as a thank you for all the amazing things they do.
Yes.
And then a free car wash as well.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Every Wednesday at Vermont Quick Lube and Car Wash.
Yeah, they're just wonderful people. Also, Delicate Decadence on Wednesday nights. They pull out all the stops. They've got a Wednesday night dinner that you've got to call ahead and order, and you better do. You can't be an asshat like me a couple of weeks ago.
And wait until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It does not work that way. Yeah.
No.
Really, if you're going to do it, you should have ordered it already. But if you forgot or something happened and now all of a sudden you need this Wednesday meal because something else in life is going on,
right, you
really should try to call by noon and get that ordered up.
That's the magic hour. Noon.
Yes, and did you see, talk about pulling out all the stops. Did you see the new amazing addition to the lunch menu at Delicate Decadence? The potato bar. So baked potato, any way you like it. Veggie, sour cream, bacon, cheese and broccoli, you name it. Anything you can think of to concoct, you can get this baked potato.
Did you say bacon? You said bacon?
Yes.
Did you say chives?
Chives.
Sour cream?
Sour cream.
Butter?
Real butter.
Damn.
Good Lord, the possibilities are endless. I cannot wait to go over. I think it's a super good addition. And no one else is doing that. Is even better. Like, where can you go to get just a baked potato for lunch?
That's a an English thing that's really popular for dinner is a baked potato with baked beans. That's an English thing. You put the baked beans on the potato. Which
I did not know that. I don't know that I would care much for that.
I like baked beans and I like the baked potato, but I'm not sure about putting the baked beans inside the baked potato.
No, but people put chili, they put pulled pork, people put all kinds of stuff on their baked potato. I personally rather just have a ton of butter and sour cream.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of bacon.
Some bacon bits.
Maybe. But
real bacon bits.
Yeah. Or
not that fake shit that my mom used to buy.
Right.
You know, the hard little crumbly shit in the shaker.
Or
what was that?
Or a ton of butter and some really good gravy.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday today. 24 years old to Emily Raptoy. That girl right there, lucky to be alive. She was one of the girls that was trapped in that pickup truck in Chelsea a couple of weeks ago. Amazing lady.
And
Amazing.
Emily, I believe, was the young woman who held the heads up of her two friends.
Tora, yeah.
I think she held their heads above water.
Unbelievable story. You know.
It still gives me goosebumps.
Me too.
I don't like to talk about it. Of course, I know Tura and her family really well. And when I found out, which was in the middle of the night, like I found out as it was happening, and to say I was sick to my stomach all night would be an understatement. I just petrified.
I've reached out and I've said, hey, because I was chatting with Tura's mom, who was saying that the newsprint really did not tell the full story at all. I mean, they left out a lot of, frankly, the trauma of what happened and the drama of what happened.
Well, that's what usually happens. I mean, they report on the incident,
just the facts,
and that's it.
Right. Well, I told her, I'm like, listen, if these girls are ever come back around and want to share this story with our audience, we would love to have them in the studio. So anyway, Sean Taft is also on the birthday list today. Cindy Wade, really? Take it. Go ahead. Take a guess on her age. Don't look.
64.
Ooh, that was you knew. 63. Sierra Metcalf.
Sorry, Cindy.
Nick French, Ashley Hatcher, I know her. Casey Copeland is 34. 72 for Patricia Ann Howes. Karen Bedard. Ryan Anderson. Let's see. Cheryl Bedore. Shirley Johnson. Cheryl's 56. Ryan's 29. And Shirley is 74, by the way. Let's see. Red Fox, 70 today. Walter Luce on the list. Kenny Phillips is 36. Brian Chadwick, 66. Look at all these birthdays, Raylene.
I know.
Holy shit. Charlie, David, Andrea. I think I'm saying that right. Derek Lee DuPont's 42. Kayla Jordan Ricker and Scott McDonald. Scott's 38 today. That's it for the birthdays. Holy crap.
Wow.
Well, believe it?
That's it. That's a list. Happy birthday, everyone.
Yeah. It is, Wednesday, third day of January. And Heather is saying happy birthday to our nephew, Colby Owen. Today.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. We have a lot to talk about this morning, but I want to say, first off, before we even get started, your podcast episode yesterday, It's No Secret, with Dr. Rick Barnett, was exceptionally good.
Loved it.
Wow.
As you know, I think a lot of him. I have a lot of respect for him and what he does and the push and his efforts. And so to have him be the first guest of 2024 was absolutely awesome.
Yeah. It was just so. Listen, anyone listening right now, if you have missed that episode from yesterday, all you have to do is scroll down a little bit and you will see it right there where you are right now on Aired Out.
Right, or search It's No Secret, or look under the videos.
Sure.
It's right there. It's super easy to find on Aired Out. But yeah, I was very
Amazing.
happy. I have a lot of respect for him, and just there's so much that you could pick apart there, and an hour really isn't enough when you get talking about it and all the different therapies.
Yep.
And what he's doing as far as legislation goes and prescriptions go. And I mean, literally,
Sure.
you could have 10 separate shows and still probably not get it all in.
Sure. Right. I both easily.
There's so much. And,
Easily.
But the nutshell is meeting people where they're at. That there is no one cure that fits all. And
You just said it.
for anything, I don't care if what it is for a diagnosis.
Yeah.
There just isn't.
I want to say a nice shout out to Yipes Berry and Bevins and Sons. I went over yesterday, Raylene, and I picked up my absolutely gorgeous WeatherTech floor mats for my car.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they were so beautiful that I was.
You didn't want to step on them?
Well, not only that, I didn't want to step on them, but I also was like, they just smelled so new and fresh and beautiful. It's such high quality. I know. I had to smell my floor mats before I put them in. And you know what? They're trashed already.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
I mean, 'tis the season.
It's been what?
Did you think they were going to stay pretty for long, especially in your car, for God's sakes?
It's been 18 hours. And they're trashed. But, I mean, they're just beautiful. They're just beautiful. I'm going to take some pictures and throw them up on Facebook so you can see them. They're just beautiful. But it's so simple. You call up, spoke with Brock, tell him the year, make, and model of my car. Boom, click.
And they fit
all
perfect.
done perfectly.
That's the thing about them is
Perfectly.
that they literally are made for your car.
Yes. I just love them. I can't wait to put the... So I got the car undercoated over at Yipes. Mm-hmm. Now I got the floor mats in there. Mm-hmm. I'm driving around with my Vermont Strong hat that came from Yipes.
Yes.
You know, I'm looking pretty good these days.
We love them over there.
Yeah.
They do exceptional work, and I mean, just like yesterday with my It's No Secret sweatshirt that they designed, and quite a few people are ordering those up.
Yeah.
So that's exciting for me as well.
And listen, even though the holidays are behind us, it is not too late to get a remote car starter or heated seats. You just go over there and you say, how much is a remote car starter for my rig?
What says Happy Valentine's Day like a remote car starter? Babe, I don't want you to be cold and, start your car ahead of time and it'll thaw it out for you.
Right.
Yeah.
You just said Valentine's Day.
Well, why not? The shit's been in the store since the 1st of December.
Well, that's true. Is that the next holiday? Is it Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. A programming note here.
It's the next Hallmark holiday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. Ravens, Steelers in the playoffs. A lot of people worked up about this. And who wouldn't be more worked up, especially Steelers fans? My brother, Chris Autry,
and Shep,
and Lori Shepard. The three of them are just like already starting to foam a little bit at the mouth.
She'll be on tonight.
I know.
The girls will be in here tonight, Wednesday night.
I can't wait to watch and listen. They are so good. They're so worked up. I mean, Shep is an insane Steelers fan, but so is Chris Autry and my brother. So I got texting Autry and Shep yesterday, and I'm like, you guys got to be on the air at the same time. It has to happen. So it's going to happen.
I was
it's going to happen.
over at Rosemary and Charlie's on Sunday, I think it was. And yes, because I had gone grocery shopping. Anyways, there was a game on, and it was the Dolphins against somebody, and holy crap, they got
their asses handed to them.
Bad.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know that I've ever seen a score quite like that.
Yeah, it was bad. And Shep is kind of like born and raised a Dolphins fan. So
yeah, well, that's what I thought.
And she's like, I'm going to be a Dolphins fan no matter what happens.
The poor girl.
That's just part of.
That was I looked up and I was like, holy shit, is that really the score?
It was rough.
Ugh, not good.
But anyway, we're working on the details of getting Chris Autry and Lori Shepard. Chris obviously is down south. He's in North Carolina now. He'll be on by telephone, but still coming to the Four Quarters podcast. And whether you are a Steelers fan or not, you got to hear
the banter back
and forth. The banter
forth
between these two is going to be epic. I told him yesterday, I said, if I have to, if there's a pay-per-view for this, I'll buy it. I'm willing to. Vermont news.
Okay.
Jumping right in, we got a jammed community calendar here, but flood recovery bill, there's a lot of chatter about that's front and center now that we've got Vermont lawmakers returning to work today. The legislature is back open. This is a 22-page piece of legislation that is supposed to be covering everything related to long-term recovery from the July flood.
Yes.
There is a ton of stuff in there. A ton of stuff in there.
And then we have the I know, ill is right. It's a lot to unpack, and it's a lot to understand when there's already been so much to unpack, and people are still suffering mentally, even with all of this. It's a lot to follow and keep up with, and the biggest problem is that you have to keep up with it because you have to know what's going to be available to you, what's not going to be available to you. It's craziness.
I hear you, and I have to admit, okay, I'm just gonna. You and I were very frank yesterday on the air, and I'll be it again this morning. I have to admit. And say what you will about me, but I'm just not going to sit down, put my readers on, and flip through 22 pages of legislation about this. I just want to know the bullet points, the highlights. Just give me the facts. What are we doing? How does this affect me?
And let's focus on the things that have not been done.
Right.
That's what the community needs to do. What hasn't been done, what still needs to be done, and what can we do to help make sure that happens?
Right. And I say, what in that legislation, and maybe I should. God, it's only 22 pages. Maybe I should do that. As long as I pour a big enough cup of coffee, I got the right readers on, I got my cozy checkered jammies on and my slippers. Maybe I should just sit down and read the damn thing. But one of the things that I'm going to want to hear and see in that legislation is how is it being connected to, related to, and helping and affecting positive change with our housing crisis in Vermont. And I did say crisis because that's exactly what it is. And anyone that says, well, it's not really a crisis, is out of touch with reality or just hasn't had their eyes opened to seeing the emergency situation that we're in Vermont. We have a housing crisis going into 2024 that is massive. I hope the Vermont legislature is going to put that at the forefront of their priorities.
I hope they put mitigation at the forefront of their priorities, because otherwise it doesn't matter what you build if it's going to get wiped out next summer.
Well, that's true.
So
Wait a minute. Are we talking about politics right now?
We are.
Jeez. But no. Great point. Absolutely. Excellent point. People are sensitive about housing. And, look at the proposal to build some housing in Barrie. Holy shit, did the bee's nest get hit on that?
I know.
What was that, like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. And
Wow.
and people always say that they want it, but they don't want it. That's the problem, is they don't want it. They want it very specific to them. They want their vision, what they see, what they don't want. So they don't want to fix the problem.
Yeah.
Or not everybody does, or everybody wants to fix it. They just want to fix it their way. They want the aesthetics to be exactly what they think and exactly what, and it can't be that way.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, just like everything else, times have changed and things are moving forward, and it's not always going to be the little historical city,
Right.
or historical looking or city that it has been, and the shape of it may change a little bit, and that's just the fact of the matter. And a lot of people don't drive anymore. A lot of people would love to have mixed use housing and a high rise where there's storefronts in the bottom and housing on the top. And it's hard to think that Barrie would be like that. When I think of that, I think more Rutland, Burlington, those areas.
Yeah.
I certainly don't think downtown Barrie, because I strongly believe that we have enough of that.
Yeah.
And that the problem is that we don't support our landlords enough in the state of Vermont. If we did that, if we gave them better support, we'd have more housing.
Greg just wrote, the not in my backyard folks.
Right.
And Susan makes a great point, and this is something that I try to remember to hammer every time, that this was a crisis before the flood. Mm-hmm. And I'll even add in the word long before the flood. So, and then this, all of what we're saying this morning, I hope the Vermont legislature is listening. Do you think they listen to the Aired Out podcast?
No, I don't.
Okay. Here's the other thing. It's like, how does all of this flood recovery bill, how does this work into the fact that Vermont is increasing property taxes by 18%, Raylene?
I know. Which falls on the renters, and likely, I mean, and it should. The landlords can't soak that all up themselves.
But right, but homeowners, 18%.
Yes, homeowners too. But when you're talking about providing housing to a certain demographic, a lower income, and affordable housing, you're talking about how do you make that housing affordable if all of these costs are being passed down the line. It's next to impossible.
Yeah, I hear you. There's big time residual here.
I just can't.
And then
all of it
Greg reminds us of what we were talking about yesterday. The DMV costs are going up also. What, 20%?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But I still say the key is to support our landlords a little more.
It is.
So that, or not a little more, a lot more, so that they want to rent and that they want to do this.
One of the other stories that I have admittedly not taken the time to read yet this morning, but I'm going to because I'm very interested in it, is out of Orange. You posted it up, the link from the TA, about the town clerk.
Yeah, it sounds like that was a real bullshit move.
Yes.
I read the article and I was like, what in hell?
I have not read the article, but Angela Eastman, the town clerk, the select board played the old switcheroo in the middle of the night and
Yeah.
and took.
And there's a petition to halt all of that and to reverse it. And
She was
boy,
replaced by Ginny Raboyne.
yeah.
What you read the article? What's this all about? Why?
They don't really say what it's all about. They
Well,
say
need to.
they needed a little bit of change, and they decided to do that.
come
this
on.
3-man board, and
Come on, listen. You can't play. You
I think it'll go to vote. I think that she only needs the petition. The lady that has started the petition, and I'm sorry, I forget her name, but she only needs 40 signatures, and she wants 400, and I'm sure she's going to get them. Talk about a bullshit move.
why? Why is the select board not saying why they let go of Angela Eastman?
Well, first of all, you know where I stand on this, and I'm going to say it like I always say it. It's really it only matters why to Angela and her family. That's who it directly affects, and the rest of us, it doesn't matter why. The people in the town, maybe. Was there something misguided that she was doing? Is there something horrible that she was doing that caused this to happen? Then maybe the public should know. But my guess is it's from what I read and how I read, it's more personal. And it seems like government is so willing to make these personal agendas above their cities and towns. It like, when did all of this happen?
That's like what Travis just wrote, because they're serving their own agenda.
Right, exactly. Happens here, right in the city too. I
call it
happens with me
all the time. I call it pissing matches.
Yeah, no, but it's settling personal scores from your elected seat is a real bullshit move, and it's not good. It doesn't look good.
There's a lot of people that are walking around saying, "Hey, I've got some Kool-Aid here. I'm looking for people who are willing to drink it."
And there are lots of people willing to drink it.
Absolutely. There's a lot of impressionable people who are drinking other people's Kool-Aid, and they're drawing lines and they're getting on teams. And half of them are such dumbasses that they don't even realize what team they're playing on half the time.
I know.
People think independently, okay? Be objective. Sit down at night.
Mm-hmm.
Be alone with yourself. And come to your own conclusions. Stop being influenced by other people.
Yeah, well, this is just
Broaden your
a
mind.
panel of 3 people that made this decision. I don't know.
Damn.
And maybe I know Angela personally, so maybe I'm a little more.
So do I.
I don't know, but
I know Ginny Raboyne too.
Right. Whether or not I know her personal doesn't mean that I feel differently about it. At least I don't feel I do. What happened in the middle of the night, literally, is just a crock of shit.
I mean,
and
come on,
not okay.
man. We don't. We should be held to a higher standard than tactics like that. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I think the Orange Select Board needs to.
They wouldn't even tell who the justice of the peace that performed the swearing in was. They couldn't remember. It's been 2 days, assholes. You can't remember? Come on.
God. Somebody needs to go over there and stick a microphone in someone's face and say, man up and give us your explanation why.
Yeah.
It's not
good.
transparent here.
Not good.
Well, we don't have a right to be.
I hope she gets her position back. But I hope if she does, she tells them to stick it in their ass sideways, because why would you want to work for those people?
And break off the stick?
Yeah.
All right.
But she works for the people in the town, though, and not just those 3 people. So maybe they could go away and she could stay. But it's just a real shitty situation all the way around.
I want to hear more about this.
All the way around.
I want to hear what the select board has to say.
Let's talk better things.
Yeah.
Let's talk about going to the Den tonight for the pool tournament.
Wednesday night.
Yes, Wednesday night is pool tournament night.
The 8-ball tournament.
Yes, you can practice from 7 to 8, and at 8 is break.
What is an 8-ball tournament, though? What is that?
Well, you have to be the best
Okay.
if you want to beat the best.
I mean, are there 8 balls in the table? What is this? I don't know what an 8-ball tournament is.
I don't know what it is either.
All right.
I've never played this tournament thing, but that's what happens
All
every
right.
Wednesday night at the Den.
Okay.
Chris and Donna are going to be there over there soon, hosting the open mic nights as well. Lots going on. Chris Martin and Donna Thunder.
Oh my God.
They're going to be over there hosting that stuff pretty soon. So I am a lot of stuff going on over there.
Oh yeah.
Keep watch, pay attention.
Absolutely.
And then we have let's see. I just lost it.
That's all right. Well,
Good Lord.
While you're finding it, I'm playing this right here, right now.
Oh yes.
Connor's motivational morning. I love this kid from Northfield. Listen to this. Let's see. Where's this damn thing?
Go. If you have a strong purpose in life, you don't have to be pushed. Your passion will drive you there. Bye. Have a good day, Michigan, everybody. That's a hugs and loves.
God, I love that kid.
He's such a cutie.
He's from Northfield. I love him. I can't wait to do things with him. We're gonna be bringing a pretty strong message to Vermont.
Yes, absolutely.
An anti-bullying campaign that he's spearheading.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
What is he? 11 years old?
Yeah, we're asking businesses to jump on board. If you want to do an anti-bullying video with Connor, reach out and tag his link there and reach out to him. He would love to have you on board. If you are a local business who would be willing to do a video and support this movement, this anti-bullying movement.
It's basically a zero tolerance campaign against bullying, and it's drawing attention at schools and other places too around Vermont.
But not at schools enough. Not enough to catch the attention of the administration that needs to pull their head out of their asses and do something about it. That's the problem.
Never enough. It's never enough. Bullying, there's no excuse for it. So
and the administration just needs to stop fearing certain parents. And here we go again when we talk about same thing as housing. We're talking about a demographic of people that are very underserved. And here's an instance.
Mm-hmm. Boy, we're just saying it like it is this morning.
Well, let's talk about the fact that it's National Chocolate Covered Cherry Day. That's what I was looking for.
Do you like the Cella's chocolate covered cherries?
So, truthfully, they are not one of my favorite things at all.
Me neither.
But they were one of my mother's favorite. She loved chocolate covered cherries.
Okay.
The ones with not the clear liquid, but the cream in the inside.
Okay.
Yeah. Ugh.
Me too. I mean, I eat anything.
I like cherries that have been sitting in the cinnamon stuff. What is the Fireball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Marinated cherries that have been marinating for 4 or 5 weeks in Fireball. Those are pretty damn good.
Do you know? My dad passed on, so he can't get in trouble for this. But when I was a little kid, he used to give me the cherry out of his Manhattans. And I remember we'd be at a restaurant or whatever, and Dad, can I have the cherry? And he'd take it out and put it on my plate.
Well, it's not like it's been sitting in there very long.
You know what, though? It's like now, all these years later, I'm starting to realize it was always while my mom got up to go to the bathroom.
It was while she wasn't looking? Because you knew that you'd be in trouble?
It's just occurring to me now. And maybe this is maybe that cherry soaked in alcohol, maybe that's part of my problem today. I don't know. But man, I just
Oh boy, oh
I don't
boy,
know.
oh boy.
In Barrie News today, and you posted it up. It was out of the Times Argus. Another Massachusetts. The Times Argus said, "Man, I'm going to go with something that's a little bit more accurate. Shitbag, who came up here from Massachusetts and was found with drugs and guns and all that shit. He's doing time now.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not doing time?
No,
I thought they were saying he's doing time.
No, they give him time served and let him go.
What?
He's not doing time. He got sentenced to 85 days.
What?
Time served.
I thought he was doing... Okay.
He is not doing time.
I misread it.
You misread it all right.
Yeah, big time. Head in my ass. I admit it. What's the deal? What's happening? They let him go? Where's he going?
Well, probably back to Massachusetts for the day to pick more stuff up and come back with it. Who knows?
So now he's even more of a
going.
shitbag. Oh, God.
There were two of them, and he was the second one released.
Slap on the wrist. Yes, Mark Miller. It's really too bad. Well, he needs to be rehabilitated. Needs some counseling. I know what he needs. He needs a hole right here between his eyes.
Oh gosh.
Sorry.
I don't know that
Did I just say that?
You did.
Let's talk about Donnybrook Fight Promotions. They've got that's like so soon. I can't believe it. This coming Friday, they're going to be up at the Barrie Auditorium, setting up all of their equipment and getting ready for the Battle in Barrie 12 on January 13th. It is going to be massive. 13th, Saturday. Please come up, get your tickets, DonnybrookFightPromotions.com. Mm-hmm. Get up there, experience what they do. This is the only sanctioned fighting operation promotion company in the state of Vermont. It's Donnybrook Fight Promotions, and they just kick ass. They have a huge card set up and ready to go with professional and amateur fighters from all over the place, just all over the region, and a few that are coming afar. And it is going to be absolutely epic. DonnybrookFightPromotions.com to get your tickets, and we'll see you there. Connor's going to be there. He was just hanging out with the boys over at
I saw it.
Granite City MMA.
Absolutely wonderful.
Oh my God, it's going to be awesome.
It is going to be awesome.
So yes, I'm going to be there. Travis is asking. Connor and I will be together hanging out, and it's going to be just awesome. We're going to try to pull him in the ring too, not the ring, the cage. So go ahead. You're good?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean,
I thought you had something to say. Just kick me under the table, like you always do. You posted something up on. We got the snowstorm this weekend that's supposed to be hitting New York that we're watching carefully. Mm-hmm. We got the solar eclipse, which I'm all excited about.
And all kinds of meteor showers,
too.
Yeah,
meteor showers.
That eclipse is April 8th.
April 8th.
Right,
okay.
That's my niece's birthday, so easy for me to remember.
I want to play some weird music. I want to get together with Paul Brody.
Well, you should be in the Burlington area when you do it, because that's where the sighting is
supposed
going
to be best.
Like the best. Plattsburgh, Burlington. Yeah.
That's what I want to do. I want to zone out.
So maybe you can go over to Plattsburgh to Gus's and enjoy. Have you ever been to Gus's?
No, I've heard about it though.
Oh boy, you have to go.
Oh God.
Have a bite to eat.
Oh.
Watch the eclipse. I'm telling you.
I just want
to
ask Paul over the course of the 3 minutes of the solar eclipse. I want to go into a full panic mode. start screaming and yelling and ripping my clothes off and try to have him calm me down. And then I want to have him explain what's happening right now.
Where do
What
you
is
get
happening?
this shit?
I don't know.
You always got to be ripping your clothes off. Like, you are really twisted in the freaking head.
Well, he's a flat Earth guy,
truly
so
are.
I just wanted him to explain if the Earth is flat, what's happening right now. That's what I want.
My good Lord.
The U.S. national debt is at a record $34 trillion. $34 trillion. That story is also on the Air It Out page if you dare to read it. I can't even just grasp it. And the average national credit card debt, I think is don't quote me on this, I could be wrong, but I think I read that it was $1 trillion. Just credit card debt currently as of right now in America, not the world, just America. It's a lot of money.
And then we should talk about this too, and just let people know that 77-year-old Donald Pratt of Vernon succumbed to his injuries of his when he was involved in an accident on 91.
That was a car accident?
Way back on the 4th of December. The one where he went over an embankment, was down there for a while, hit some trees, was in really bad condition, and he has died.
You know, thank you to all of the medical personnel, the team, not just at the hospital, but just everywhere. First responders, everyone that busted their ass so hard and worked so hard to keep this man alive and did their best. But sometimes Mother Nature and God win, and it's just there isn't anything that's right to say about that. I don't know what to say other than I'm sorry for the family, and I think most of us remember when that story hit the news.
Yes. So that is not. It's not the bigger story and picture here is, yes, he lost his life, but the fact that one, they're not sure of the actual cause, but two, there have been numerous accidents in that same location that have been pretty significant and severe, and they're looking into that area and what is going on in this section of 91 where this has become a problem. So, yeah.
I know you're paying attention to that story and many others in Vermont, and if I see it on the screen, I'm going to click on it and read it.
Yesterday I was looking for it, so I'm going to keep losing my train of thought. But yesterday I forwarded you an article that I felt was significant, a little bit shocking to me. And I know that we're all sick of talking about it, and we're all so done with it. And we know, yes, it's going to happen and da-da-da-da-da. But, the COVID numbers right now blew my mind a little bit. And the fact that New England, 95, New England, currently higher in New England than it has been for more than 95% of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So we had higher numbers at one point, but never as high as they are right now.
Yeah, right.
And they're saying that, like, literally, pretty much everybody's going to get it within the next couple of weeks.
Sure.
While vaccination continues to reduce risk of severe illness, hospitalization, and long COVID, everyone is at high risk of getting and spreading the infection with the new JN1 variant.
Yeah.
And they're literally saying your chances of getting COVID in the next 2 weeks is very high.
Yeah.
talking about N95 masks and whatever. And I do not want to go back to a time where we're masking up like that. I think if you want to, wear one, and don't be an asshole to the people that feel more comfortable wearing them.
God, we said
It's
that
their
so
choice.
much.
Yeah, it's their choice. If they want to, if that's what makes them feel comfortable, let them be. If they don't want to, let them be. If they want to be vaccinated, great. If they don't, oh well.
Yeah.
I am absolutely not getting any more COVID vaccines. I got the first 3. I got one of the boosters. The last booster, the booster that I got, literally the very next day, I had no sight in my right eye. And I cannot be 100% positive that is not related. And I'm refused to get it. So I refuse to get any more. And that's my stance on it. And, it's how I feel about it. But the fact is that there are a lot of people sick right now, and a lot of people have it. If they don't have COVID, they have the flu right now.
Or the stomach bug.
Yeah, the flu is running rampant. Sinuses, Craig's sick right now. Horrible sinus stuff. I just got over this horrible sinus stuff. Not even over it, really.
No.
Still feel like crap.
And the stomach bug. The stomach
Yeah,
bug.
I mean, there's just a lot going around, and I'm just super shocked that the numbers are where they're at this point, and that all these new variants where's this shit coming from?
I know, man.
And that's when, I hate to be a conspiracy theorist, but
Yeah.
you have to wonder, like, are they making this shit? And
I know.
I mean, come on.
I know. I know. I've already talked about, my hives and everything that I got after my last booster. And oh my God, 6 months.
And a lot of people seem to have had, my father experienced some stuff from his last booster, and he's still having troubles with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about one of the biggest, most massive stories that has just exploded across the nation this morning. We woke up to the news this morning of a woman who is suing Hershey for $5 million, Raylene, over misleading candy packaging. This is, my God, misleading candy packaging, false advertising.
I know. This is the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Because of, and I'm quoting here, are you sitting down? Faceless chocolate pumpkins. She's pissed because, as you can see right there, if you look at your monitor, there is not a face in the pumpkin right there.
Yeah.
But on the packaging, there's a face. But not on the actual. Who gives a shit? These are so good, Raylene. I could eat a dozen of the chocolate pumpkins or the Christmas trees. I could put a dozen down in 2 minutes. Who cares? They're so good. Who cares that there's no face on there, Raylene? $5 million?
I know.
What is wrong with people, Raylene?
Greed.
What is this? Are you kidding me? She's upset. She's from Florida.
She's a moron.
Cynthia Kelly is her name right there. Cynthia, you're an ass. Class action suit against Hershey. False advertising.
Yeah, moron.
That the peanut butter pumpkin that she purchased did not look like the one advertised on the wrapper. Faceless chocolate pumpkins.
Becky Wibble is going to sue the Girl Scouts because Thin Mints are not making her thin.
I think that's valid. If Becky's going to do that, I want in on the suit. I'll join in with her. I'm joking.
I know. It's disgusting.
Can we talk about Fecto Homes this morning?
Absolutely.
I don't know if you've seen the insides of some of their homes that they're showcasing lately.
I have.
But my God, they're just gorgeous.
I have.
Go ahead.
Go down, check them out, take a walk through.
Yeah.
And all kinds of like packages right now, land home deal packages, with huge deep discounts.
Yeah.
Money saving, big time.
I had some asshat. I don't know, a month ago or so. I posted up that we had a whole bunch of restaurants that were close to Central Vermont, Barrie and Berlin. And for folks that are thinking about relocating to the area, if you were to buy a Fecto home and live close by, that you'd be in such close proximity to all these restaurants. And he was busting my balls. Oh, there's not that many restaurants. So last night, Raylene, I went through a lot of it
I saw.
Just memory, but listed off all the restaurants that are in the area. Yes, we are. Minutes. There's 33 just in Barrie and Berlin, and then you get into Montpelier, and then if you want to jump on the interstate and go down to exit 10, you got a whole bunch.
Or go to Williamstown. Or Waitsfield, or Waterbury,
yes,
or
absolutely.
Stowe, or, yeah.
So, anyway, we love Fecto Homes. 350 River Street, Montpelier. They've been a presenting sponsor for the Aired Out podcast for a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to arrange a viewing, hey, if you want to go and look in the windows on the lot, you can do that too.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to say, wow, an awful lot when you walk in there and see some of these homes.
And literally
gorgeous.
Start to finish. They have financing available. They have land options, and it's literal start to finish. And you become a part of their family.
I have a friend who bought some land and had a Fecto home delivered up there, went, picked it all out, and then didn't have to worry about anything. They take it, they hook it up to the septic or whatever you're doing, and it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Leveled, done, settled.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They're
awesome.
experts. Yeah, we love them. What else is happening?
What else is happening? He asks me.
We talked about the den.
There's really not a lot else going on. I mean, there's we know that it's the Wednesday take-home meal, which is chicken and biscuits. If you want that, you need to get it ordered up. Really, you should order that by noon if you have not done it already.
Who doesn't want chicken and biscuits?
I know. And you should absolutely make sure that you stop in and get yourself a baked potato with whatever it is that you love to have on a baked potato. I mean, come on.
And listen,
I'm so excited about that. So you know, I'm probably going to gain like 300 pounds because I shouldn't eat all those carbs and stuff, but I can't help it. It's one of my most favorite things in the world. And
load it up,
and then don't forget to just smother the real butter in the peel after. And
do you
you have to eat the peel?
I eat the whole potato.
Yeah, if you don't eat the peel, I mean, what the hell? That's one of the best parts.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh God, I know.
My gosh. So get down there. Check it out. I mean, doesn't it sound amazing?
Yeah. Try, I try very hard, and sometimes I fail, but I try very hard when I go into Delicate Decadence to keep the moaning down. So that other people can't hear me.
That's good.
But sometimes it gets a little When Harry Met Sally type stuff in there. It's, it's not good.
Yeah, we don't want to know about that. It's also Dollar Dog Day over at the pub.
You're killing
in
me.
Williamstown today. So you can go over Dollar Dog. You can get a dog any way you like it.
Chili?
For $1. Chili, sauerkraut,
Oh.
jalapenos, bacon and cheese, and you name it, whatever you want. Dollar Dog Days over at the pub. And TJ Powers is taking the stage at 6 o'clock tonight.
What a combination. You could go put down 15 hot dogs. I'm not joking.
I know. And listen to
And
some
sit and listen
amazing music.
To TJ. Oh, my God.
Yeah, right over there.
That's a good time right
the
there.
pub in Williamstown all day. So they start 11 o'clock in the morning. They start serving, and they go until the kitchen closes at night, serving all day long.
They're going to run out of dogs if I go over there, Raylene. I'm telling you right now.
Today's the perfect day for you to go. Talk about, you'll be very reasonable to take out the whole family on Dollar Dog Day, right? You don't break the bank.
Absolutely true. That's true. We have a community calendar that we're going to jump at, but before, and we're also going to talk about Giroux, but General Transport. But before we do, Paramount Twin Cinema in Barrie, Capitol Theater in Montpelier, and I posted this up yesterday because we were just talking about, wintertime COVID, getting indoors and everyone's freaking out and all that shit. They have the UVC air disinfection ultraviolet lamps in both theaters. High technology, destroys bacteria before it makes its way to you. So basically, you're probably gonna, when you're sitting there stuffing your face with popcorn with real Cabot butter, you're probably going to be in a safer environment when it comes to bacteria than you are at the damn shopping mall, Raylene, or at a school or in the hospital. The air is clean. Go indoors, sit back, recline back, get a cold beer if you want, or a soda, some candy, some popcorn. Forget about it. I have been to both theaters. The Capitol Showplace Theater, by the way, the new one in Montpelier is unbelievable. I've taken Lily and Sherilyn. We're watching it, a kid's movie. I'm not interested in it. Close the eyes and take a damn nap, Raylene. I've done it. It's great. But The Color Purple, Wonka, Migration, Ferrari, The Boys in the Boat, all playing Wonka and Night Swim at the Paramount Twin Cinema. Yeah, it's just fgbtheaters.com to get your tickets in advance, too.
Yes.
So, we love them.
Giroux,
yes.
January 15th.
January 15th.
And that's when the next class starts.
Okay, but it's the 3rd already. Really.
I know. So if you're going to get signed up, you really need to call them now.
You're saying you need to call them now? I say you need to get your shit together.
Call them yesterday?
Call them yesterday. If you're thinking about a career that involves driving, you need a CDL. Class A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I don't care. They do the hazmat. They do all that stuff. This is, you're in a new year. It's 2024. This is the time. Clean slate, man. Call Giroux today and say, what's the deal? What do I have to do? Can I afford this?
The answer is yes, because
Right.
there are so many different ways to get help to do such a
There's
thing.
grants right now.
And especially if you already have a job and you want to advance, the majority, not all the time, but the majority of the time, your current employer will be willing to help with or pay for completely this training.
Yes.
Desperate need. There are some seats available, left available here for this class. You should call today if you have not already, 802-279-3325 or 802-476-4679.
So it's
Talk to Tracy.
It's VSAC that's got the scholarships and grants, right? Yeah. You don't have, please don't come up with any excuses. If this is something you're even kind of thinking about.
And the state of Vermont has some through Vermont Employment and Training. There are several different options. It's not just through VSAC.
Right.
So And Tracy knows them all. She knows the ins and outs of all of that stuff.
279-3325. Plus, if you can't remember any of this, it's right on our Facebook page. Just scroll down and have a look.
Yes. And if you were at Yipes yesterday and you lost your keys, Toyota keys, in the back parking lot, if you can identify the keychain, they'll give you those keys.
Okay.
So in the back parking lot at Yipes yesterday, if you lost your keys, they've got them.
All right.
They have found them and they've got them. They're not yours.
Our community calendar brought to you by The World, Central Vermont's favorite weekly newspaper. We're going to dish that out right now, vt-world.com. Every other Wednesday at the VFW, post 790, they do Wing a Ding. Is that happening tonight?
I think that happened last Wednesday.
All right. So it's every other.
But I'm not 100% sure, to tell you the truth.
We'll find out.
I'm assuming that it's not happening tonight because Donna would have sent me the thing, and she did not.
Donna Thunder.
Donna Thunder.
Right.
Either if she doesn't, Joe does, or they both do. But I always get the little chickadee graphic for that from them.
American Legion Saturday night at the post 10. They've got Third Shift, the band. The cover charge is just $8 at the door. Guaranteed great time. Not a good time, a great time.
And the list of the events for the entire month for the Legion can be found right on our page, as well as the list of events at the Barrie Senior Center.
Yeah.
They have so much going on. Did you see all the stuff that they're offering down there?
No.
The wood class and wood carving class and all kinds of different things that they have going on down there. Yeah, you should go down and hang out with them and do some of this stuff.
I'm not gonna.
I mean, you never showed up for the square dancing with my grandmother. She's still bitching about that because you stood her up and you lied to her, and just like horrible how you just did that to her. You ditched her because you're just not nice. You make promises to these ladies and you don't even keep them.
Friday night, February 9th, is the night to shine, which is going to be massive. The night to shine is one night around the world where the Tim Tebow Foundation basically makes an evening for people with various forms of disabilities, makes them feel like they are the most important person on the planet. And quite frankly, they are.
And like, we're talking the whole nine, the gowns, the tuxes, the hairdos, the red carpet, the limo and dancing and pictures and
makeup, flowers.
Yeah. Everything that you could possibly think of and imagine that you would want to or did experience at your prom will happen this evening for these.
Friday night, February 9th.
Yes.
It is sponsored by the Faith Community Church. It's going to be held at the Elks Lodge. They are in strong need of some volunteers in lots of different capacities. One of
people
which
park cars,
right?
Chaperone, be a buddy.
Yeah.
There's so many different things to do there that night.
Help serve food, whatever it may be. There's going to be an amazing DJ. I DJ'd it the first year that they did it at the Elks Lodge. I'll never forget it. It was, Raylene, I've DJ'd a lot of events over the years. I don't think I've ever done one where I've had more fun than that one. I'll never forget it. But Trey Cates over at Faith Community Church and Chris Wright, Amy Anderson, Heather Slayton, they're all just so passionate about this.
And the They're calling you out over here at Green Mountain Paranormal, just to let you know that you still need to go to the fort with them and get the shit scared out of you. You did promise that you would go on one of those adventures with them, and you still haven't manned up and done it yet. And they're calling you out.
Fort William Henry.
The first of the year, and, you know, they're getting on you here, saying, you going to do it or what?
I look forward to having them back on Aired Out.
We're not talking about them coming on Aired Out. We're talking about you manning up and going to the fort.
May 6th. Wait a minute. Hold on. Isn't that Mother's Day weekend? I'm busy that week. I can't do that.
Mother's Day weekend's like the 13th of May.
Oh, shit. All right. We'll see. We'll see. You know me, Rayleigh. I have a lot of stuff going on. What else? What else do we have? Is that pretty much it?
Yeah, I mean, it is. It is. There's not a lot going on today. Except it's Ladies' Day. Don't forget. It is Ladies' Day. It's Wednesday. It's Ladies' Day, damn it.
Yeah, get over to Vermont Quick Lube. Get a lube. Get a car wash. Get a carnation. Get a smile on your face. Top brass people over there.
Absolutely.
I mean, Craig Premont, the guy should be on Broadway. I mean, look at him. He's...
Where the hell are you going with that?
I'm just saying, he's
Broadway?
Because his personality. I mean, he's just this happy, bubbly, fun, loving, friendly, helpful, gorgeous man. There, I said it. I don't give a damn. I mean, that's just the facts. He could be a Broadway actor. Faceless chocolate pumpkins.
And morons. Oh, my.
You know what, Raylene? I am going to, by the time noon comes around, and I have ordered my Wednesday night meal over at Delicate Decadence.
And had a baked potato.
And had a baked potato.
Then scooted over to the pub for dogs.
By the time I've done all of this, I am going to come up with something to sue you over. Something. I don't know what it's going to be. Something.
Good luck with that.
Maybe your yellow mug. I don't know, but something. Have a great day, everyone. God bless. Take good care of one another. Thanks for catching the podcast. Thanks to our sponsors. We'll see you very soon. Tomorrow morning.
See you next time.
I'll see you. And you know what, Raylene? I'll see you next Tuesday.